First thing we're going to do is go ahead and open up a browser session. We're going to go to metamask.io, and this is a browser extension. This is exactly what we want to start with. So we're going to go ahead and click on download now and add extension. Since this is a new wallet, let's click on create a wallet. It's your option if you want to help choose MetaMask improve their services by allowing for minimal data collection. We're going to go ahead and click agree. The first step in setting up your MetaMask account is creating a basic password. We're going to go ahead and just generate a random password here and then agree to their terms of use. I highly recommend watching this video as it goes over in better detail exactly how to secure your wallet, what it means when opening up a MetaMask account, and how best to maintain your recovery phrase. So for the time being, we're going to go ahead and click next. And here we can see our secret backup phrase. Before we dive into and continue with the secret backup phrase, I really need to stress this. Don't ever, for any reason, share your secret backup phrase with anyone for any reason. Anyone that has access to this secret backup phrase effectively has access to your MetaMask wallet and thus your cryptocurrencies. It's incredibly important that you know and understand this, and that you keep this seed phrase or secret backup phrase kept safe and private from others. So what I'm going to do before I continue here is just slightly minimize my browser and get a text document. I'm just going to put that over to the side here, as I'm going to need to copy and paste this secret backup phrase. We have our secret backup phrase in our text document. In the browser window, we're going to go ahead and click next. Because this secret backup phrase is so important, it's effectively the keys to your MetaMask account. It's going to make sure that we fully wrote down and backed up our secret backup phrase correctly. So it's going to ask us to confirm that backup phrase. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, we've confirmed our backup phrase. Let's go ahead and click next. And that's it. We've effectively opened up our first MetaMask wallet account. Let's go ahead and click all done. It's going to prompt us with a news update here. We're just going to click the X on that. And now we can see and view our current MetaMask account. So now that we have our newly created MetaMask account, the next step is to make sure that it's configured to see and operate on the Polygon Network. Once we're configured on the Polygon Network, we'll go ahead and add MATIC and USDC, the two cryptocurrencies required in order to interact with the Reality Cards platform. Let's go ahead and get into that. So we've got two windows opened up. The one on the left is the official How to Enter the Reality Cards Polygon BETA article, where it goes through step by step in detail exactly what we need in order to configure the MetaMask account for the Polygon Network. So I'm going to have this open up on the left so we can follow directly along. On the right here, we just have a Google Chrome browser, so we can go ahead and access the MetaMask wallet that we set up in the previous segment. So the first thing we need to do is configure and connect the Polygon Network to our MetaMask account, and we do this through a custom RPC. So if we go here and we open up our MetaMask account, we click the drop-down menu where you currently should see the Ethereum Mainnet. And then towards the bottom here, there is a custom RPC. Let's go ahead and click on that. Let's go ahead and scroll towards the bottom here a little bit, where we see exactly what information we need to input to MetaMask in order to configure it so it sees the Polygon Network. And we can see all of that information on the left here. So let's go ahead and just copy that over. The network name is Polygon. The RPC URL is listed here. We're just going to go ahead and type that. RPC-mainnet. The chain ID is 137. Current symbol is MATIC. This is an optional field. The Block Explorer URL, we are going to supply it because it is nice to have. Once we have all of the information, let's go ahead and click Save. And now if we scroll towards the bottom here, we should see the Polygon Network. Now if we just hit the X, now we can see in our drop-down menu, we have the Ethereum Mainnet, and we also have the Polygon Network. And that's it, you're all set. You've now added the Polygon Network to your newly created MetaMask account. Next, what we're going to do is add the MATIC and USDC tokens to our MetaMask account. After that, we'll go ahead and purchase those tokens in order to use the Reality Cards platform. So let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing we're going to do is just scroll down. We're referencing the same onboarding article listed on the Reality Cards Medium page. Link to that is in the video description. And then to the right here, we have our MetaMask account that we've opened up in the previous segment. You can see here that we have $100 in Ethereum, but we don't have USDC or MATIC listed anywhere in this MetaMask account. To do so, what we're going to do is click the Add Token button here. The nice thing is that popular tokens are listed natively in the MetaMask account, and we can search for them by the name here. Let's go ahead and search for MATIC, and it pops up here, the MATIC network token. So we're going to highlight that and then hit next. We're going to confirm that yes, in fact, we do want this and just add tokens. And now we see it listed here. So we're just going to hit the back button, and now we can see both MATIC and Ethereum. We're just going to repeat this process for USDC. And you can see that it pops up here. We're just going to go ahead and select it, hit next. It's going to confirm that yes, in fact, we do want to add this. Hit add tokens, hit the back arrow, and look at that. Now we have all three, our Ethereum, MATIC, and USDC tokens. Now you can see here that we do have, in fact, $100 worth of ETH in our wallet, but we don't have any MATIC and we don't have any USDC. Now USDC is used to place bets on Reality Cards events, and the MATIC is used as the fuel token in order to process transactions on the Polygon network. Both of these, we don't have any amounts in our wallet, so let's go ahead and purchase a few MATIC and USDC tokens and then transfer those over to the Polygon network. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now to add tokens, the first thing we need to do is, well, buy them. Now for this tutorial, we're using the platform called Uniswap, which is an exchange. It'll take our Ethereum and we'll exchange both for USDC and for MATIC. This is not the only location in which you can do this. Feel free to use any platform that you're more comfortable with, whether that be any of the other swaps like SushiSwap or Coinbase or any of the other exchange-based platforms that will allow you to take a token and swap it out for another token. So let's get right into it using Uniswap to convert our Ethereum to MATIC and USDC. The first thing we're going to do is go to uniswap.org. See their lovely homepage here. We're going to go up into the upper right-hand corner and click on Launch App. It will bring us to their interface that will allow us to connect our wallet and swap and convert Ethereum for both MATIC and USDC. So the first thing we're going to do, very important here, is to switch over to the dark theme. Obviously just a user preference. So the next thing we're going to do here is connect our wallet. So we're going to hit the Connect Wallet button. Since we opened up a MetaMask account, let's select MetaMask. It's going to ask us to authenticate. We're going to hit yes. We're going to connect. And now we can see that our wallet address and our ETH total is in the upper right-hand corner. This is a very simple interface. So the first thing we're going to do is swap out some of our Ethereum tokens for MATIC tokens. So we can see that the swap defaults to Ethereum. We're going to leave that the same since we're starting with Ethereum tokens and converting those into MATIC tokens. So in the drop-down menu here, we're just going to search for MATIC. And it's going to be this purple one here, this MATIC Polygon. We're going to hit the import button. It's going to warn us that we need to confirm that this is the correct contract address. In fact, we're going to open that up in a new tab and look at that and confirm that it is the correct token and address that we're looking for. In the meantime, let's go ahead and click on import. And then before we do this conversion, let's just flip over to that contract address, and this does in fact look correct. So let's go ahead and close this tab and be on our way with the conversion. For this example, I'm going to ask for 25 MATIC tokens, and that costs approximately $40 or 0.012 Ethereum. This all looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and click the swap button. Uniswap is going to give us a summary of this swap and make sure that's exactly what we want. We can see again, we're taking roughly $40 worth of Ethereum. We're swapping it for roughly $40 in MATIC, and it's going through exactly what that slippage tolerance is, the price, how it's going to get it. Everything looks good from my end, so let's go ahead and click confirm. It's not going to ask us to confirm that transaction. We're going to go ahead and approve it by clicking confirm. And now that transaction is submitted on the blockchain and processing. And we can watch that in real time. If we click on the View on Explorer button here, it will redirect us to Etherscan, where we can see the specific transaction processing, and then we'll know whether or not it is completed. And then we can verify that by checking our MetaMask account and seeing if we see the $40 worth of MATIC in our wallet. All right, so I've refreshed the page and we can see that the status of our transaction is successful and that we've converted our Ethereum over to MATIC tokens. And we can further confirm this by going into our MetaMask account in the upper right-hand corner. And now if we scroll down slightly, we can see that we have less Ethereum. We have now $40 in Ethereum, and now we have $40 in MATIC, or 25 entire MATIC tokens. This is fantastic. So we've got half of what we need in order to onboard to the Reality Cards platform. Next, let's go ahead and convert some of our Ethereum to USDC. We're going to do that in the same way. So if we just close this here, and we're going to start a new conversion. Again, we're going to leave the Ethereum on top since that's what we're starting with. Then in the drop-down menu here, since USDC is so popular, it's actually already pre-populated in the top here. We're going to go ahead and select that, USDC. We're going to go ahead and request $25 worth of USDC. So let's go ahead and click on swap. It's going to open up the confirmation summary page. Everything looks good here. Let's go ahead and confirm swap. It will open up our MetaMask account in order to facilitate that trade and pay for the transaction. We're going to go ahead and approve that transaction. We're simply going to click confirm. And now our transaction is being processed. We can go ahead and watch that again in real time. Let's go ahead and click on View on Explorer. All right, we can see that the transaction is processing. It looks like the estimated completion time is going to be less than 45 seconds. So we're just going to give it a little bit of time and wait for that to process. All right, looks like our transaction is successful. Next, what we're going to do is further confirm this, look into our MetaMask account, and we should see now we have both ETH, MATIC, and USDC. Wonderful. Now we're almost finished and ready to onboard into the Reality Cards platform. Next, what we need to do is take those USDC and MATIC tokens, which are currently on the Ethereum Mainnet network, and migrate them over to the Polygon network in order to use those USDC and MATIC tokens. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So again, on the left-hand side here, we have the official Reality Cards onboarding steps. Again, link to this is in the description. This goes step by step in exactly what we're covering in this video with more detail. To do these transactions, what we're going to do is head on over to the Polygon bridge that's linked in the article mentioned here. So we're just going to copy and paste that and head on over to wallet.matic.network/login. It's first going to ask us to connect our wallet. We're going to choose MetaMask and then confirm. It's also going to have us sign a message. It does not cost anything. It's just saying that we're signing a message onto the blockchain that we approve this connection. Next, what we're going to do is head on over to this button here where it says Move Funds from Ethereum to Polygon. After clicking that button, we're presented with a interface that looks very similar to the one that we just interacted with during the Uniswap platform when we converted our Ethereum over to MATIC and USDC. What we're going to now do is take those Ether and MATIC tokens and migrate them from the Ethereum mainnet over to the Polygon network. So to start, what we're going to do instead here, instead of the default choosing our Ether, we're going to first choose our MATIC tokens. We'll then hit the max button, which will take all of our MATIC tokens that are currently being hosted on the Ethereum network, and we're going to convert them and migrate them over to the Polygon network. Nothing to do outside of just choosing the token and choosing the max. Next, what we're going to do is hit the transfer button. It's going to say, we're going to get a notice here. Go ahead and click continue and hit continue. The first transaction is moving from the Ethereum network over to Polygon. It's going to open up our MetaMask account. We're going to go ahead and confirm. Now that transaction is in progress. We can see that progress being made in real time by clicking the view on Etherscan. It's going to open up a new tab in our browser, and we can then watch that as it processes on the blockchain. All right, our first transaction has completed. Let's go ahead and go back to the Polygon bridge and hit the continue button, where it's going to confirm the deposit. And then we will have to also pay the transaction fee via MetaMask. We'll go ahead and hit the confirm button. And again, we can watch this transaction in real time on the etherscan.io. Okay, I've refreshed the page. We can see that that transaction was successful. Let's go back to the Polygon bridge, and we can see that everything is all set here. We can confirm this now by looking at our MetaMask account. We can see here we're on the Ethereum Mainnet network, and all of our MATIC tokens are gone. They've been transferred over to the Polygon network. So now if we hit the drop-down menu and switch over to the Polygon network, we can now see that we have 25 MATIC tokens, all set and ready to go. Next, what we want to do is migrate over our USDC. This is what we're going to be using to place bets on the Reality Cards platform. So to do that, let's go ahead and head over to the Polygon bridge and instead change the MATIC token drop-down menu over to USDC. We'll hit the max button and then hit transfer. This will be the same process again, just like it was with the MATIC tokens. We'll go ahead and click continue. And this is going to be a 2-transaction migration process. So we'll start the first transaction. We'll sign the transaction and pay for the transaction fee with our MetaMask account by hitting confirm. And now that transaction has begun to process on the blockchain. We'll watch that in real time on the etherscan.io website. Go on and refresh the page, and we can see that the one of 2 transactions in order to migrate the USDC tokens has completed. Let's go ahead and get back to the Polygon bridge to initiate the second and final transaction. Our MetaMask wallet will open again to confirm the transaction fee. We'll go ahead and confirm that. And now it's being processed on the blockchain. Let's go ahead and keep track of that on Etherscan. Okay, I've refreshed the browser on Etherscan. We can see that the second and final transaction, which migrated our USDC over from the Ethereum Mainnet network over to Polygon, is now completed. We can confirm that by also seeing it on the Polygon bridge interface. And finally, let's actually go into our MetaMask and confirm, in fact, those assets have been migrated over. So we can see here that we have no MATIC and no USDC on the Ethereum Mainnet network. If we switch over to the Polygon network, we can confirm that we do in fact have 25 MATIC tokens. However, we also need to manually add the USDC token to the Polygon network. So each network has its own token address. So this is why I also have the official Reality Cards step-by-step process. Again, link to this is in the video description. Let's go ahead and copy and paste the USDC Polygon contract address, and we'll manually add that so we can view it on our MetaMask wallet. So again, we're confirming we are in fact on the Polygon network. We're going to go to the bottom here, add token, It's going to ask for a token contract address. We're just going to paste that in again from the article. We can see that it does in fact register as USDC. We're going to go ahead and click next. It's going to confirm that we do in fact want to add the USDC token. Click add tokens. And if we look in our MetaMask wallet, we now see that we have 25 MATIC and 25 USDC on the Polygon network. So this is great. We've taken our USDC and MATIC tokens from Ethereum Mainnet, migrated them over both USDC and MATIC tokens to the Polygon network. Now that they're on the same network that the Reality Cards platform is hosted on, we can now head on over to the Reality Cards platform to make a deposit of USDC and start placing bets. So come on, let's check it out. So let's recap real quick. To begin this series, we opened up your very first MetaMask wallet. We've added the Polygon network along with the MATIC and USDC tokens. We've then purchased MATIC and USDC from Uniswap and then migrated those tokens from Ethereum Mainnet over to the Polygon network. Now what's left to do is to place bets on the Reality Cards platform itself. Now, Reality Cards is currently in a beta status. It's open to the public for anyone to use. However, in order to access that public beta, you need to be whitelisted on the account. So to do so, let's look at that real quick. It's a very simple process. The direct link to this request form is in the video description. It's a simple form where we need to input our Ethereum wallet address that we'll be using on the platform, the Discord username that you have. There's also a few questions here that help the Reality Cards team in engaging with your community, so feel free to submit that information. Once you've been whitelisted, head on over to realitycards.io and you'll see this beautiful homepage. In order to interact with the platform, we're going to click on the Polygon beta. You'll be routed to beta.realitycards.io, and here's the platform. So the first thing we're going to do is connect our wallet. We're going to go up to the upper right hand corner and hit connect. MetaMask is going to open. We're going to go ahead and sign in. We'll have to connect. We'll hit next and then connect. Now we can see that our MetaMask wallet is connected. The next thing we want to do is actually deposit funds on the Reality Cards platform, which will allow us to place bets on events. So go ahead and hit the plus sign next to USDC. You can see that we're on the deposit tab. Let's go ahead and click the max amount and then hit deposit on Polygon. This is going to be a 2-transaction process. Let's go ahead and confirm the first transaction. That transaction has completed. Let's go ahead and click continue. We'll have to complete this second transaction and confirm it in our MetaMask account. Let's go ahead and click confirm. And that is processing now on the Polygon network. And our transactions have completed and our USDC has now been deposited onto the Reality Cards platform. Let's go ahead and click complete. And now if we refresh the page, we see that we do in fact have 25 USDC deposited onto our account. Now at this point, we're ready to place bets on the Reality Cards platform. And that's it. Congratulations. You finally completed the process of getting onto the Reality Cards platform. You've opened up a brand new MetaMask wallet. You've configured it for the Polygon network. You've added both MATIC and USDC. You've purchased it from Uniswap. You've then migrated it from Ethereum network over to Polygon, and now you've deposited it onto the Reality Cards platform. The only thing left to do is to finally interact and place bets on events. You can find comprehensive steps on exactly how to interact and place bets on the Reality Cards platform in the next video. I hope you enjoyed and found all of this information incredibly useful. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, or you need help, please feel free to reach out to any one of us on the Reality Cards team on the Discord, YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, however you want to get a hold of us. Links to all of those social media platforms are in the video description, along with all of the resources and steps that we've outlined in this video series. I'm at Vedika.eth, and I'll see you all later.